Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is showtime and we are racing. First feature is underway.
Brandon Kinzer will jump to the lead in one. Davenport on the bottom. Slides up the track. Case Bolt to the outside, down the back straightaway. Case Bolt out in front. Kinzer second. Van Wormer now yields to Davenport. Case Bolt looking for the free pizza. Here he comes.
Case Bolt, your race leader. Kinzer second. Van Wormer by half a cat's whisker at the line. Davenport fourth. 0 in fifth. That's how they run at the end of lap number one. Case Bolt putting a little bit of distance between themselves and the trio of Kinzer, Van Wormer, and Davenport.
Case Bolt looking good on a turn number 4, the 2007 Dirt Label Dream winner. Brandon Kinzer second, Davenport third, Van Wormer fourth. Bloomquist runs in fifth, Simpson is sixth, seventh is Chamberlain. Battle for the eighth, Shepard and Babbitt runs Mars. Out at two down the back straightaway. Case Bolt looking solid in the C9 Club 29.
They completely rebuilt the front end of that car this morning. They took every single component off that car they could. Davenport up to second. Kinzer back to third. They took every component off the front end of that Club 29 race car that Steve Case Bolt is in and basically rebuilt it. Van Wormer now side by side with Kinzer in a battle for the third spot.
Mark Saul is big, and if they didn't need a jack stand, he probably picked it up by himself and they worked on it.
I'm pretty sure that he did. Mark Saul, the former Dan Sleeper wrench, among other drivers.
Turn 4. Can Davenport track down Case Bolt? Remember last night we had two twin 25s that went caution free as Mars throws the slider there. Good battle. Here comes Bloomquist on the bottom into one on Kinzer, and Van Wormer's into the wall.
Up front, though, Jonathan Davenport is slowly reeling in your race leader, Steve Case Bolt. Those two cars with a pretty sizable gap over third place Jeep Van Wormer. As we click off 6 laps on the Coca-Cola scoreboard, 19 laps remaining. Don't look now, but Superman is reeling in the leader.
Man, he is fast, isn't he? The Longhorn chassis. Kevin and Leroy Rumley-owned car. Down the main straightaway. Here he comes. The number 1 ranked dirt label driver of the country. Takes the lead at Eldora out of 2.
And Case Bolt unable to pass him back. Davenport, your new race leader. But look in front of the race leaders, James. There is heavy lap traffic that these guys are going to be catching in about 2 laps. I mean, they're 2 and 3 wide in front of the race leaders. I don't know how they're going to get by them.
Down the back straightaway, Case Bolt now on the run. 2 buddies are going to spin on the back straightaway. Lingers, and the caution is out. And, well, my goodness sakes, are you serious?
Davenport did a masterful job of wowing that entry up and making sure he didn't stop on the racetrack, but he did get into one of the cars as he was trying to slow that 6 car up.
And they're hard on the accelerator down the straightaway. Bloomquist as Van Wormer cuts in front of him, Chad Simpson, and here comes Kinzer and Chad. Oh, Case Bolt and Van Wormer. They almost got together. Case Bolt hangs on for second. Here comes Bloomquist on the bottom. Out at turn 4. How will those hard tires come into it?
He's working on Van Wormer in a battle for the third spot. Up front, Davenport leads, pulled out down the back straightaway by about a 3-4 car length advantage over Case Bolt. Case Bolt closes back in just a little bit in the corners. As they cross the straight this time, 11 laps remaining for Superman Jonathan Davenport.
Kevin and Leroy Rumley own car. Down the back straightaway, stretches it out. Case Bolt and Van Wormer, those 3 equal distance. And meanwhile, Bloomquist loses a spot. Chad Simpson, and here comes Jimmy Mars, the 97 Early Motor Dream winner, on the move. And Bloomquist slows out of 4. Bloomquist slows out of 4. And he is going to be off the pace on the main straightaway. The 0 car, looks like he's going to be out.
He's not going to make it in. That's going to bring out a caution, James.
Wow.
He cannot make it back in. Trouble on the 0.
And let's see. I don't know.
He'll try to limp it in. I don't know if he lost power or not. No, he stopped.
How about that?
No, I stand corrected. He was just backing up, and he is. Well,
Shane.
There's a no. He pulled in the wrong way.
Yeah, looking for his first win here at Eldora.
Shane Clanton running 6th. He started 18th. Green flag is out. We're back underway.
Here comes Simpson on the bottom. Chad Simpson looking for his first win of the Big E. The defending Lucas Oil MLRA champion on the bottom. Out at turn number 2 down the back straightaway. And Jimmy Mars is going to grab 4th. Jimmy Mars running well here tonight. Here he comes.
Mars started 12th. He's up to 4th. Here comes Simpson down to the inside of him. Davenport leads, 9 to go. Good battle for the 4th spot.
Shannon Babb now trying to make up some time in the 18. Working the bottom. Clanton battling for the top 5. 9 to go. Davenport sets sail way out there. in front. A great battle from there on back. But meanwhile, it's Case Bolt second, Van Warmer third, Morris fourth, Simpson and Clinton going into the pair of 25s into one of Simpson and Clinton. Then it's Owens. Davenport throws the slider. That was on BK. On Brandon Kinzer. Here they are. White flag, one to go, Destin. Looks like he's going to go to victory lane again.
Final time around for Jonathan Davenport, and he is not letting off the throttle. He is still, oh my goodness. Oh, he is still hard on the throttle. Nearly makes contact right there with Jake O'Neill. Not going to matter. Checkered flag is out. Jonathan Davenport, his second win in a row.
Here we go. Herb to the outside. And he's going to go to the middle of it. Turn number 2 down the back straightaway. He's going to take the lead down the back straightaway. McCready up top. He'll grab it in the 3.
3-9 up front, 2-5 in second. Look at him go side by side for the 4th spot. Don O'Neill in the 5. Brian Shirley in the 3. McCready, your leader at the end of lap number 1.
O'Neill's got a good hot rod. He started 10th. Don O'Neill up to 4th. He gained 6 spots in the first lap. DJ O'Neill on the move in the Clint Boyer number 5.
He's kind of one of those guys you can never really count out at Eldora no matter what the race is. Right now he's got 3 cars in front of him. Herb running in the 3rd spot. Feger in 2nd. They all chase your race leader, T-Mac Timmy McCready. Oh boy, a wild slide job there by Matt Miller that nearly bunches the field up over in turn 2.
Pulled away from the rest of the field. As you mentioned, heavy traffic's going to be coming up shortly. Herb now will try the center line out of 2 down the back straightaway.
He's got to run.
He's got a run going now. Will he throw it on the bottom? Here he comes. Herb on the bottom. Throws the slider on Fager, and he will clear him to take 2nd.
Jason Fager falls back to 3rd, and now Herb going to set his sights on your race leader, Tim McCready. Dennis Herb has been, just like we always say, quietly consistent. Stalking his prey. He's been there all weekend long. Don't count him out tomorrow night.
Here they come out of 4 as he quickly closes on McCready. Traffic awaits. 3rd runs Jason Fager. 4th, Don O'Neill. 5th is Brian Shirley. 6th, Matt Miller. 7th, Frank Heckeness Jr. Then you have Brandon Overton, Mike Marler, and Kent Robinson.
McCready now goes to the inside. First car to go 1 lap down is going to be the 31 of Nick Latham. As he goes to the inside, that allows Herb and Fager both to close in. 13 laps remaining in this race. Throw a blanket over the top 3 cars, and Don O'Neill starting to close in on him as well. Dennis Herb is right there. Down the back straightaway, Herb's going to throw a slide job on your race leader, Tim McCready. You've got a new leader, 2 for the price of 1. Dennis Herb goes around McCready and Nick Latham, who's at the back of the field.
How about that move? He cleared the lap car, Latham and McCready, and he pulls away down the back straightaway. Here comes Fager. McCready losing grip now as Fager closes on him, but Dennis Herb Jr., your new leader at Eldora in this second Twin 25.
And he's putting a little bit of distance between himself and McCready right now. McCready coming under fire from Jason Fager over in turns 1 and 2, but Dennis Herb rocketing ahead in this race with 11 laps to go.
Now Don O'Neill now trying to get to the top 3. Now Dennis Herb Jr. looking good into 1. McCready 2nd, Fager 3rd, O'Neill 4th, 5th run Shirley, then it's Miller, Heckenast. As they come out of 2 down the back straightaway, Fager working that bottom line, trying to get around Eddie Carrier Jr. Meanwhile, Dennis Herb Jr. smooth as silk off of 4.
10 laps to go. Check that. 9 laps remaining. Dennis Herb continues to pull away. McCready, Fager, O'Neill, Shirley, Miller, Heckenast, Overton 8th, Marler 9th, McDowell 10th, Robinson 11th, Westfall 12th, Francis 13th, Richards 14th, Billy Moyer runs in 15th as your race leader, just like a hot knife through butter, goes around the 23 of Blankenship.
He'll throw a slider trying to get it out of that car. He is fun to watch here tonight, isn't he?
He sure is. He's getting you choked up over there.
Yes, yeah.
Dennis Herb now with 2 laps to go, well out in front of this field. Meanwhile, Jason Fager has reeled Tim McCready back in a battle for the 2nd spot. He closed up to the rear deck lid over in turns 1 and 2. McCready, though, able to power back ahead. 1 to go for Herb.
You realize that Jonathan Davenport and Dennis Herb Jr., neither one of them ever won a crown jewel event. And they're going to be in a good position here tomorrow night to take $100,000 out of Eldora Speedway as Dennis Herb Jr., the Black Diamond by Ronnie Stuckey. Checkered flag, he wins tonight at Eldora. 2nd spot will go to Tim McCready. 3rd, Jason Fager. 4th, Don O'Neill. 5th will go to Dale McDowell. Then it's Brian Shirley,